Heather Whitmore made the catastrophic decision to have my marked police patrol car towed from my own driveway at 2 in the morning while I slept between shifts. She claimed emergency vehicles parked at residences violated newly invented HOA rules. But when I woke up to find my squad car missing and called my captain, he arrived with 6 patrol units. We discovered the entire 5-member HOA board had conspired to steal a police vehicle as retaliation for me citing the board president's son, Brandon, for DUI 3. Weeks earlier, the looks on their faces as they were all arrested for theft of government property, obstruction of justice, and conspiracy made it clear they had just committed career-ending felonies over a parking dispute. My name is Grant Harrison, and I am a 29-year-old police officer with the Silverado Police Department in Arizona. I work patrol swing shift, which means I often get home at 2 or 3 in the morning. The department allows officers to take squad cars home as part of our take-home vehicle program. It increases police presence in neighborhoods and saves response time for emergencies. I live in Pinecrest Heights, a typical Arizona HOA community. For 2 years, I have parked my marked patrol unit in my driveway without issues. Neighbors actually appreciate having a police car visible on the street. It deters crime. Then Heather Whitmore became HOA president 6 weeks ago. Black pantsuit, golden blonde hair. She immediately started power tripping. Her son Brandon had been arrested for DUI 3 weeks ago. I was the arresting officer. He blew a .14, nearly twice the legal limit. It was a clean arrest by the book, everything documented. Heather blamed me and started sending violation notices about my patrol car. She claimed it was a commercial vehicle and that it created a noise disturbance. She even claimed residents were complaining about police presence. I showed her department policy and Arizona law. Take-home police vehicles are specifically exempted from HOA restrictions under state statute. The patrol car stayed. She escalated, calling Captain Thomas Reed, claiming I was harassing the neighborhood. The captain dismissed it immediately after reviewing my record and the frivolous complaints. Then she stole my squad car that I worked until midnight on Thursday. I got home at 12:30, parked in my driveway like always, went inside, and crashed. I was exhausted from a 10-hour shift dealing with 3 domestics and a burglary. My phone rang at 7 in the morning. It was dispatch. Officer Harrison, we show your unit off-grid. Location? I looked out my window. Driveway empty. My car is gone. Gone like stolen. My squad car was in my driveway. I called my captain immediately. Captain Thomas Reed has been with Silverado PD for 22 years. He does not tolerate nonsense. Harrison, your squad car is missing? Yes, sir. Parked it in my driveway last night. This morning, it is gone. I am rolling 6 units to your location right now. If someone stole a police vehicle, this is going to be a very bad day for them. 6 patrol cars arrived within 12 minutes. Captain Reed arrived in his unmarked unit. Every officer looked ready for war because stealing a police car is not just theft. 'Tis a direct attack on law enforcement. Reed walked my property. Any signs of forced entry? Damage? No, sir. The car was locked. Keys are inside my house. Someone had to tow it. Check with tow companies. I called the 3 major tow services in the city. The third one, Titan Towing and Recovery, confirmed it. Yeah, we towed a police car from 4821 Shadow Lane at 2:15 this morning. The HOA president ordered it. Said it was an abandoned vehicle blocking a common area. That is my driveway. My car. Who authorized this? They had a work order signed by Heather Whitmore, HOA president. She said the vehicle was illegally parked. Captain Reed overheard on speaker. His expression went from concerned to furious. Harrison, give me that phone. He identified himself. This is Captain Thomas Reed, Silverado Police Department. You towed one of my patrol vehicles based on an HOA request. Yes, sir. We had proper authorization. You had authorization from someone with 0 legal authority to move a police vehicle. That vehicle is government property. You are holding stolen property. Where is it? our impound lot on Canyon Road. Do not move it. We are sending units to secure it, and you are going to explain to detectives how you got involved in theft of government property." Reed hung up and looked at me. "Harrison, who is this Heather Whitmore?" "HOA president. Her son Brandon. I arrested him for DUI 3 weeks ago. She has been harassing me since. So this is retaliation?" "Yes, sir." "Then this is not just theft. This is obstruction of justice and conspiracy. Round up your neighbors. I want to know if anyone witnessed this." 3 neighbors confirmed they saw the tow truck at 2 in the morning. Mrs. Gable recorded video on her phone because it seemed suspicious. The video showed Heather standing in my driveway, directing the tow truck operator, pointing at my patrol car, clearly in charge of the operation. Reed called the district attorney's office, speaking directly to Elias Vance. "Elias, I've got an HOA president who stole one of my patrol cars as retaliation for arresting her son. I want charges on everyone involved." Within 2 hours, Detective Chloe Sullivan had interviewed Heather and 4 other HOA board members. All 5 admitted they voted in an emergency board meeting the night before to have my patrol car towed. They claimed it was legitimate HOA enforcement. Detective Sullivan laid it out clearly. "You voted to have a government vehicle towed without legal authority. That is theft. You did it to retaliate against Officer Harrison. That is obstruction of justice. You conspired together in a board meeting to do it. That is criminal conspiracy. We thought we had authority," one board member stammered. "Arizona statute explicitly exempts take-home police vehicles. You were told this multiple times. You did it anyway because you were mad about a DUI arrest. That is not authority. That is crime." All 5 board members were arrested that afternoon. Captain Reed personally arrested Heather. "Heather Whitmore, you are under arrest for theft of government property, obstruction of justice, and criminal conspiracy. You have the right to remain silent. This is ridiculous. I am HOA president. I have authority. You have 0 authority over police vehicles. You stole a squad car to retaliate against an officer. That is multiple felonies. The charges were serious. Theft of government property over $10,000. The patrol car was a $50,000 vehicle with equipment. Obstruction of justice for retaliating against an officer. Criminal conspiracy because 5 people planned it together. The case went to trial 6 months later. The evidence was overwhelming. The tow company records. Mrs. Gable's video. The board meeting minutes showing they voted to tow my car. Text messages between board members discussing how to teach that cop a lesson. Heather tried to claim they genuinely believed they had authority. The prosecutor destroyed that defense by showing them the Arizona statute I had sent them. They had been explicitly informed police vehicles were exempt. The jury convicted all 5 defendants on all counts. Heather received 5 years in Arizona State Prison. The other 4 board members received 3 years each. The judge was harsh. You targeted a police officer for doing his job. You stole government property in an act of petty revenge. You endangered public safety by removing a patrol vehicle from service. This was not overzealous HOA enforcement. This was criminal conspiracy. Titan Towing faced their own consequences. They lost their city contract for towing services after failing to verify authority before taking a police vehicle. Their insurance rates skyrocketed. They settled a civil suit for $25,000. The HOA paid $60,000 in fines and legal fees. Residents revolted, dissolved the board, and reformed under new leadership. Property values dropped temporarily because nobody wanted to live where the HOA board went to prison. Brandon, Heather's son, served 6 months in county jail for the DUI and lost his license for 2 years. His mother's attempt to retaliate for his arrest only made everything worse for him. I still work patrol in Silverado. I still park my squad car in my driveway. The new HOA board sent a formal letter welcoming police presence and thanking me for my service. Heather is in prison thinking about the night she decided to tow a police car. 5 board members who should have stopped her are in prison thinking about why they went along with it. They turned a DUI arrest into 5 felony convictions because they thought HOA authority mattered more than state law. They learned that stealing from police has consequences that a black pantsuit and board title cannot protect you from. My captain tells the story at department training now. This is what happens when civilians try to retaliate. We protect our own. Touch our vehicles. You go to prison. Heather touched my vehicle. She went to prison for 5 years. She probably wishes she had just accepted that her son deserved that DUI arrest. If HOAs ever target police officers for doing their jobs, document everything and report it immediately. Retaliation against law enforcement is a serious crime. Share below if you have faced retaliation for enforcing laws. Hit subscribe for stories about people who learned the hard way that targeting cops leads to felony charges. Heather learned that towing a squad car over a DUI arrest costs 5 years in prison when the entire department comes after you.